Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, and my friends, today in this video we are talking Millia Rage and the bevy of new things she got in the recent massive balance patch for Guilty Gear Strive. She has more combo potential, more setup potential, more mix-up potential, and basically just, well, a lot more of everything. So let's talk about it. So the first thing I would like to talk about, and yes, it's sort of basic, but then again, maybe sort of not, is the patch let her backdash cancel any of their aerial hits, right? So lots of characters you can forward dash cancel, and well, she can already do that very well, right? But she can hit you and backdash cancel it. So this is unique to her now. No one else in the game can do this, and it's really valuable on quite a few levels. Not the least of which is perhaps the most basic example, but one of the strongest examples in this kind of scenario where you hit the enemy, go over the head, try to cross up. That's great. That's like Millia 101, sure. But in that specific scenario, like all you could do is either land or forward dash and get out. That was it, right? And obviously if you were to land, well, that kind of limits your options. However, now, like the old double triple cross up, right? I can hit you this side, hit you that side, and then come back and hit you on the original side. That is now possible, all thanks to this backwards air dash change on hit. It's a simple change, but like the first time that's happening in the match, you're not blocking that. Let's be real, right? Like you are not blocking that stuff. That is something you block once it's established. The first time around though, it's not happening. So on paper, just being able to air backdash hits, or rather air backdash cancel hits, doesn't seem that big, but just even on the most basic level mix-up stuff, that's really strong. Now, one of the biggest changes for sure in this patch is the fact that Mirazh, her little step teleport, can now be special and super canceled. Now, the patch doesn't mention you can cancel in the supers, only specials, so that's a fun little bonus, and it's a fun little bonus she gets immediate benefit out of. Like off a basic hit confirm. So close S, down H, something like that, right? Before you go into hair car, something like that. But now we can cancel into Mirazh and then cancel into our super, and then all of a sudden we're gonna get some real mid-screen carry. So that's pretty much corner to corner. And that's really all thanks to the fact that we can cancel Mirazh, our little short-range teleport, into the super very close. Now, it's not to say you couldn't do something like that before, but just the everything is more difficult. Like getting the close slash is more difficult, getting the air stuff is more difficult, everything is more difficult, like across the board. And now other than just learning the timing of the buffer, it's super easy peasy and you're super close, no worries. So that's a brief combo example. It also makes her pressure game better. So once again here, close slash into down heavy. Now normally if you did something like this and went into hair card, okay? Notice the distance the enemy is at. But if I did the exact same thing and did Mirazh and canceled into hair car, they're gonna be so much closer. Look at that, I'm practically on top of Kai now. Before, I was way further away. Now I'm way closer, and naturally, when it comes, you know, pressuring people on wake up in your Millia, easiest thing in the world to land disc right on top of them. Whereas before, like you were in less of a position to really pressure after the disc. And yes, just so you know, it is indeed a safe jump. So we have Kai set to some sort of reversal. We get to block it nice and free. And since, of course, you are much closer to them, the traditional Millia mix-up works just fine now. You can go cross-up. You can stay the same side. You can cross up with your little air teleport. You can do fake cross up and stay same side with the air teleport, because the air teleport is also special cancelable now. Basically, you got a lot of options just because you're a lot closer than you used to be versus the old combo. The old combo, you were too far out for anything to matter, and now thanks to the fact you can special cancel the Mirazh and the hair car, you're so much closer, and you're so much closer, so you have so much more pressure to work with. Mirazh has another very strong change that changes how she can do stuff. So it's not so much the cancel stuff, although that's very, very good, but how Mirazh itself now moves, because the movement is a little bit different, and kind of gives the birth of Millia the Grappler, because she can do left-right mix-ups now pretty easily. So off any given throw, it's a true hard knockdown, right? So you're allowed to, kind of go and tap the enemy and force their recovery. Now during this, you actually, with Mirazh, can choose which side you land on. If you dash right after the throw and hit crouch punch and then cancel into Mirazh, you will land up same side, as you can see here. However, same scenario, you dash, but wait 1 split second, then hit punch, then hit Mirazh, you'll wind up cross up. And it's really hard to tell which is which. You know which one you're going for, sure, right? You do quick dash punch or dash slight delay punch. You know which one you're going for. But as the enemy, it's basically imperceptible which one's gonna be which. So now let's go to our counterattack settings here. And Soul, we're gonna give him that naughty button, stand kick. That 3-frame normal, right? And what's gonna happen? Certainly nothing we could do could stamp that out. It's too fast. Millia got her crouch punch buffed. It's faster, but it's no 3-framer.
Got you.
Oh, we totally stuffed it for free. Okay. Well, what about the cross-up side?
Got you.
Oh, we totally stuffed it as well, right? So, regardless of which side we're on, with stand kick, we can stuff it straight up. So stand kick and just go into the usual B&B, and then you can go into spin or whatever you want to do. But due to the small change in how this thing moves, she can now enforce 50-50s pretty much whenever she wants. Once again, all you do is just dash and punch, and then go into this. And if you do it, the punch right after you land, dash in the crouch punch, you'll be a little further away. Thus, when you cancel into it, they'll be further out. And if you do a slight delay and then do the dash, you'll be a little closer. Thus, cross up and steal the side. And it's up to the enemy to guess. And if they guess wrong, well, then it's back to the usual, right? So Millia the Grappler, just maybe. And just one little final bit here on Mirazh specifically. Since it is quarter circle back, and I don't know how useful this will be in the end, I just think it's really neat. Since it's quarter circle back, you can just do half circle back, then hit forward and punch, and then you'll basically have auto-timed Mirazh canceled wingers. Certain situations, like if you hit a forward HS in a combo, normally if you went for a winger, they'd just be too far out. Like, it's just not going to work really. But if you use this technique here, it'll actually just immediately do Mirazh, and then it'll immediately cancel on the winger, keeping the forward momentum, and then it will combo. So who knows? I don't know if this will be that useful in the end. I just think that's really cool. Now, talking about her fast fall, that is special cancelable now as well. And you can special cancel on any old thing you want. And just like all things Millia, this is to the benefit of her mix-up game. So say here, the round start position. I'm obviously going to hit you in front. Like, I could, dash again, I guess. But then at which point you can definitely see that happening. That's reactable, or you can challenge it or whatever. But thanks to fast fall being special cancelable, so before I could definitely only hit you in front from this distance, but now I can definitely cross you up from this distance, right? That's all to the benefit of me canceling fast fall into Capel and then going from there. So, like, gone are the days of the simple just dealing with this super incredibly quick instant overhead, right? Because their instant air dash is faster than everybody else's. You have more layers of stuff to just worry about now. So it's just rough. Millia was definitely not an easy character to block before this patch. And now with all these changes, back air dash on hit changes, just to give her a little bit more to work with. All the million of things Mirazh can now give us. Being able to cancel fast fall into just like whatevs. Like, Millia definitely, her strengths are accentuated in this patch, to say the least. And that is absolutely just the tip of the iceberg. So if you happen to know something about Millia that's really cool and neat in this patch, by all means, post in the comments below and we can all learn together. And other than that, my friends, that is the end of this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Guilty Gear.